You're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation. It started when I was born. My name is Knu. This is my story.
Okay, but with all that dumb fun out of the way, what's up guys, AfterDarkMusic here. Before I jump into the topic of today's video, I just wanted to give all of you a personal thanks for the support that you've given me. Last week I made a poll asking my subscribers what type of content it was that they like, and the results were actually kind of shocking to me. The highest percentage of votes weren't even for music videos, it was for vlogs. And that being something that I've always wanted to do but never done on this channel, it's refreshing as a content creator to know I can diversify my channel, and you as an audience are welcome to that change. Doesn't mean that music videos are out of the equation, by the way. They too received high marks on the poll, so look out for those too. But yeah, without wasting any more of your time, let's get into the video. So today's topic is a bit of a personal one. It's about an experience I had with the fast food worker. It wasn't a single experience though. More or less what it was grew from a friendly relationship that turned into a nightmare, later falling apart. For those of you who don't know me personally, I worked the overnight/morning shift at UPS as a sorter, generally clocking out anywhere from 8:30 to 9:30. You get the idea. I really don't get the chance to have breakfast. Being given a 10-minute break, it's pushing it if you bag up food. You bag food and you try to finish it before the buzzer goes off. So generally I skip out grabbing food after work whenever I can. Being a part-timer, I don't make adequate pay to where I can eat out at a fancy restaurant. So a problem I think most people my age have. But there's a Burger King not far from my house. In my mind, it's close, it's cheap. The food hasn't killed me yet. I start going there a couple times a week on my way home, and before you know it, I get acquainted with the staff. Specifically one individual in charge of maintenance, Lori, which happens to be said topic of the video. Now, granted she was really nice to me, but I can't say the same for the guy I saw who's the victim of this, or really any other customer. So, yeah, one day after work on a Friday, I got off relatively early, about 6 a.m.-ish, because the volume of packages at work was light. About half an hour from the time I got out from the time I drove to Burger King, they had just opened and I was the first one, if not the first customer. I greeted them all as I usually do. Stuff seemed pretty normal. In fact, pretty calm in comparison than any other previous time I've gone. But that's where things got a little sketchy. Around the time I finished my meal, an older man in what I presumed was his mid-40s, who happened to be a person of color, walked in, kind of confused. I looked up and dismissed it because he was just seeing what was on the menu, you know? He didn't order anything, but was definitely considering because he was there a while. After he left, the woman I mentioned earlier, Lori, came out from the back, paranoid and aggravated. Now, this guy said nothing, like nothing at all, because the behavior that she displayed was, like, ridiculous for what happened. From the moment I became I became concerned. It was just disgusting. She started pacing from each window all along each side of the dining area looking out for the man. She cupped her hands around her eyes like a set of binoculars, spying on the fucking guy who she thought was a criminal. I'm serious, by the way. I didn't add that part for effect. He was long gone. I couldn't see him anyways. So her mood somewhat lightened up, but it didn't take long for her to start swearing, talking under her breath. It became very clear to me that she wasn't fond of this person, regardless of the fact that they've never even spoke to one another. After she had a conversation with what I assume was a demon in the corner, she became walking my way, talking about how he was weird, he was shady, and that she would beat him up if she had to. It wasn't long before I wasn't having any more of it. I was so uncomfortable that I had to leave. But yeah, short little story. I know there wasn't much to it. I just thought I'd share that recent experience of mine. What would you guys have done in that situation? Would you have said something? Would you have beat her up? Would you ever go back? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I'd like to hear them. Until next time, I'll see you later. Stay tuned for a music video later in the week. I got a good one lined up. I've been really feeling it lately. All right, see y'all. Bye.